What? Graham and Cody? Tap it, tap it, tap it. Tap it.
Hi, Hunter.
What?
I'm listening to
Graham and Cody, please. Wear glasses.
Well, I
Wear
mean,
glasses.
I don't really care.
Use them.
So we only basically have one thing
What's on? Yeah, just
play it and that you ever played. Right? One thing that's it. Just play it, that you can.
It's on. So.
don't. You didn't ask me. I would have played. Is he taking a selfie like that? Who takes a selfie in landscape? Right. You just stand up? Oh, I can see Emily now. Is he sitting next to Emily?
Sitting in front of me.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I see him now. I saw him through, like, the cracks. Yesterday, I was driving home from baseball practice. Hello. In a Chevelle. A 67 Chevelle. It was like, if heaven was real, that would be heaven. On the winter. Personal achievement. All two, like 25. Emily? She's in like in the middle, all the way in the back. Wave. Here, wait. She's waving. She's waving right now. See? Why is he like? Hunter. Oh my God. You see this?
They're like my favorite teachers ever. Coach Kennedy.
He does. I'm surprised about why. He wants to won.
They're all.
Yeah, I know. How does that happen? He's on my resume for my whatever my person my brief.
Thank you.
Good, good. More so.
So, did you get that? Did you get me?
Oh yeah.
I'm too cool.
Oh yeah. I'm too cool. No, I was doing my whole. Yeah. Oh my God. No. The day I do duck face is the day I die.
Okay, then do it.
Do it right now, yeah. Oh my God. Oh, here. Go. Don't jump the cord. Don't jump the cord. Watch the cord.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States.
Good morning. My name is Michael Healy, and I am the junior senior high school principal here at Galway. Welcome to the class of 2016 commencement ceremony. On behalf of the Board of Education, the administration, our teachers, our staff, and our student body, I offer our congratulations to the class of 2016. I also want to thank our graduates for being such great students, athletes, musicians, artists, and above all, excellent role models. When thinking about what makes this graduating class special, their teachers describe them as unique individuals, hardworking, loyal, compassionate, and a lot of fun. So graduates, as you leave Galway and move on to college, employment, or the military, I encourage you to continue to work hard, remain loyal, maintain your individuality, be compassionate, and continue to have a lot of fun. Each of you have tremendous gifts, whether it be in the humanities, math, science, the arts, technology, or business. Your futures are bright, and I'm confident that each of you will make a difference wherever your path takes you. And I can say as your principal, I am extremely proud of each and every one of you. I would also like to take a moment to recognize the outstanding faculty here at Galway. Teachers, guidance counselors, teachers' aides, cafeteria workers, maintenance staff, secretaries, school nurses, and bus drivers. If you are here today, please stand and be recognized for your dedication and service to our students. I would also like to recognize three specific members of our staff. Retiring social studies teacher, Mr. Bill Brooks, retiring teacher's aide, Ms. Valerie Halligan, and Board of Education member, Mr. Tom Rumsey, for their combined 53 years of service to the Galway Central School District. Our school is a special place, in large part because of your endless dedication to our students and community. So on behalf of the Galway Central School District, I offer our sincere appreciation and best wishes. And parents, thank you. Thank you for allowing us the privilege of working with your kids for the last 13 years. The unconditional love, the guidance, and the endless support that you have provided your children have made them who they are today. So we certainly appreciate you and want to say thank you for what you do. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Shannon Shine, our superintendent, to share his opening remarks. Mr. Shine.
Well, good morning. I'm actually delighted to be here. The weather is fantastic. The students are fantastic. I can't think of a better graduation day than today. So I'm thrilled to be here. My remarks are very brief. For some of you who've been here before, you may recognize some of them. My wife asked me, why these things that you're going to say? It's my top 10 list. And I said, well, these are the things that I hope that I'm giving advice to myself, my own children, faculty, staff, and a graduating class. Top 10. Number 1, be kind all the time to people who deserve it and to people who do not deserve it. Relatedly, Mark Twain once noted that kindness is a language that the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Also, remember that it is often better to be kind than to be right. Number 2, treat others the way you would like to be treated. Don't just say this, do it. It's harder than it sounds. That's why it's one of the 2 great commandments which Jesus spoke of. 3, serve others. You heard that it's better to give than to receive. This is true. Explore the paradox of accumulation via dissemination via serving others. Number 4, balance your life. Family, friends, church, school, work, play, hobbies, service, whatever takes up your time and attention should be balanced. You become what you repeatedly do. Number 5, laugh frequently and heartily, especially at yourself. A sense of humor lends perspective to almost everything. In the book of Proverbs, we find laughter doeth as a good medicine, a fact to which even secular physicians will readily attest. 6, prioritize. Since you become a combination of what you repeatedly spend your time on, choose wisely and make it a point to allocate time to what really matters in your life. 7, make your avocation your vocation if possible. Figure out what you're passionate about, and then, if you can, try to make it your full-time job. Be passionate at your work and in your personal life. This is a choice and does not depend on external circumstances. Number 8, perhaps the most difficult. Forgive even the unforgivable. Anger, bitterness, resentment, and regret are cancerous. They can damage or destroy you. Do not give them a foothold in your heart. Number 9, praise liberally. Tell people you care about them, or you appreciate them, or that you love them whenever you can. I suspect you'll have an opportunity to do that today because I know you love some of the people that are here. Express your gratitude in the moment. Genuine compliments and appreciation restore and strengthen our hearts and breed hope. And number 10, most importantly, love unconditionally. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Mr. Shine. It's my pleasure to introduce the salutatorian of the class of 2016, Justin Hardcastle.
To start off, I'd first like to thank everyone for coming out here today to honor the achievements of the class of 2016. I would also like to say my personal congratulations to this class. Like many others here today, I've been in Galway since kindergarten. Despite whether or not we were close, we still grew up together, and we will all cherish the memories forever. Now, I could come up here and start off my speech by saying, as your salutatorian, I would like to use this time to talk about and then give some inspirational speech about how we are the millennial generation, and if we work hard enough, we can change the world. Or I could go on to talk about the necessity of expressing yourself in life, and that we will have to face challenges, and that we can overcome them. Instead of giving one of these speeches or some other cliche version that many others in this world already have, I'd like to use my time here today to talk about perspectives. Up until this point, Galway Central School has been our world, but we're about to enter a much larger one. Our perspective has been relatively small, and now we will gain a much larger perspective on life. Everyone says that your perspective and your outlook towards life can change the world forever. Well, sorry to destroy the illusion, but it really can't. The world is going to be what it is. We can change society, but not the world. The world is far older than any of us, and it will be around for far longer than the entire human race, and we have no power to change that. But we can all control our perspectives, and although they can't change the world as a whole, they can change our individual worlds. I guarantee that everyone here has taken the time out of their lives to go outside on a starry night, just to gaze up at the night sky. What do you think when you're looking up at the stars? Do you think about how beautiful the sky is and how perfect your night is? Do you look up and wonder if there is another person looking up at the same sky and thinking the same thing? Or do you look up at the night sky and realize how small all of us truly are? When you gaze upon the stars, you are staring across both space and time. You can see stars that still shine bright to this day. You can see stars that have already died out, but still have their light traveling across the universe. You can see the blackness of night. You can sometimes see comets hurtling through space. We are infinitely small and insignificant on the grand scale of the universe. Compared to all of space and time, we are just a drop of water in an endless sea. We are so insignificant that we shouldn't even be able to be observed at all when viewed on this scale. Then, on the opposite end of the spectrum, at the scale of the atoms and the molecules that make up the very same universe, we are a combination of an incalculable number of these building blocks of reality. As we continue to dig deeper into these particles that we had previously believed to be the smallest in existence, we continue to find smaller and smaller particles. This brings us into the world of hadrons, leptons, quarks, antiquarks, and more recently the Higgs particle. Modern-day physicists are still digging deeper into our reality. Instead of looking at the big picture and where we fit in this universe, they've chosen to investigate where it all comes from. Their perspective leads us to believe that we are massive beings that exist in an infinite world, a world that is infinite on both ends of the spectrum, infinitely large and infinitely small. These two realities show that we have a choice in how we perceive our lives. We can live to experience the little things, or we can choose to exist as a part of the grandiose scale of the universe. We can choose to live only day to day, or we can choose to live to leave behind a legacy. It's our choice, not anyone else's, ours and ours alone. An example of a man who chose to live his life in the long term and to leave behind a legacy was my grandfather, who just passed away this past February from cancer. He always taught me that you have to work hard in your life, no matter what you do for a living, and that you have to save for the important things in the future. When my mom was young, my grandparents bought a small cabin on Brant Lake up in the Adirondack Mountains. He wanted to create something for the family to have and to share for generations. So they spent a lot of time, money, and effort to turn that small cabin into a summer home. This place has always had a lot of special meaning to me. We've met some of our closest family friends there, and where we've made some of our best memories. My grandfather had the foresight to build it, and he had a large family to share it with. We will always owe him for this, because we're lucky to be a part of his legacy. Thank you, Pipa. He told me that you have to be present for every single day of your life. You can't just take time off from your own life and be absent because you're not feeling it. You have to be living your life for every single day that you have on earth, because that can change so suddenly. You have to be nonstop. You have to fight like you're running out of time. If you choose to take time away from living your own life or working towards where you want to be in your life, how can you possibly expect to be happy with yourself in your life? So, this is your choice. You can choose to dwell on the challenges in your life and stop to think about how hard your life is, or you can choose to put everything in perspective and choose what you want your life to be, and then actively work towards making your life what you want it to be. But that's your choice to make. No one else can make it for you. Now, outside of ourselves, we may not be able to see what our influences are in other people. Many of the small things that we do for other people that we don't even think twice about may end up meaning the world to someone else. For example, I think that some of my teachers don't realize the influences that they have had on my future. To name one, Mrs. Donnan. I don't know if you realize this, but you were the reason that I'm going to college for engineering. You helped me find my career path and what I want to do with my life. And for this, I am eternally grateful. I will always remember you. Thank you. And another large thank you to the rest of my teachers and mentors, both in school and in life, for everything that you've taught me and for all that you've done. Now, I want us all to take a moment to appreciate everyone who has had some sort of influence in our lives. They are some of the reasons why we are who we are. Many of the other reasons are caused by our own personal choices. We've had so much guidance to get to this point. And so maybe when we look at the infinite starry sky, we can think of those people who have touched our lives and know that it is our responsibility through our choices, big and small, to carry on their teachings. For although we are, to quote the band Kansas, just dust in the wind, through our actions and the legacies we leave behind, we are greater than that. So carry on, my wayward son. Remember not just who you are in this world, but also who you can always choose to become.
Thank you, Justin. Providing the class history of the class of 2016, historian Britt Keller.
Oh, if any of you know me at all, I couldn't just settle for a speech. I had to make it a song. So I brought my little ukulele with me. This is a little something I like to call graduation song. Now the chorus is very simple, so for any of you that would like to sing along, once you catch on, go right ahead. Let's turn back time to the good old days where our story begins. Couldn't spell our own names and could barely count to 10. Eating cookies, eating paste, book fairs and refusing nap time. Did we know how lucky we were to have nap time? Bees and metal slides on the creative playground, hatching butterflies and chicks. Second grade, also known as the year Caroline stole Jacob's pen, and that's all we'll say about that. Then there was rainbow classics and pumpkin carving, Camp Ginger Cook, Dare, and that's elementary school in a nutshell. All right, here's the chorus. Pay attention. Ready? La 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 song. Graduation song, la 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 la, graduation song. That's it. In 6th grade we built rockets and made Egyptian silhouettes. And in 7th grade we had Mr. Reynolds and Mrs. Heron. We took a field trip to Boston. No, we didn't. It got caught, but we're not bitter. And in 8th grade, there was Day of the Dead, rec nights, and those awkward middle school dances. You know what I'm talking about. And all the girls were like, oh my God, boys! And all the boys were like, oh my God, girls! Because puberty is a thing that happened in middle school. Here we go, the chorus. You ready? La 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 song, graduation song. La 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 song, graduation song. Then came high school, the part I'm actually in. Looking back on all the things we'll actually remember, like our homecoming banner. Catch the freshman fever. Can anyone explain what we were thinking with that? Coming in last for everything, Spirit Week, field day, and coolness. But hey, I was gonna say there was a bright side, but freshmen are the worst. But 10th grade was so much better, asking the important questions like, does jet lag hurt? And nationalism. It's feeling pride in one's country, okay? And everyone having an extensive knowledge about rocks. Thanks, Earth Science. But who could forget the sweet victory of sophomores winning field day that year? Junior year was like that movie The Shining, long, sometimes boring, and filled with panic/anxiety. But junior year also had its perks, like the trip to Salem and reading The Great Gatsby. And actually having a class advisor who did things with our class and helped in caring kids who participate in class events. And there's finally a sense of unity among the class of 2016. I mean prom. And by the end of May, we were looking at colleges, saying to ourselves, we're not ready to be adults. And plot twist of the year, George killed Lenny. Finally senior year, ready to graduate by the second week. The senioritis is real, and we caught it. SATs and ACTs, applications and essays, wishing we could take a nap instead. Walking down the halls one last time, saying goodbyes, realizing how close we are to the rest of our lives. We used to have years, now it's today. Now it's today. Oh, la 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 song, graduation song. La 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 song, graduation song. La 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 song, everybody. Graduation song. La 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 la, graduation song.
Thank you, Britt. Tough act to follow. Carolyn, but presenting the class gift, the class of 2016 President, Caroline Conti.
This one's gonna be a speech I don't really sing. Hi, I'm Caroline Conti, and I'm the class president. Before I give the class gift, I would like to give recognition to someone who is extremely important to our class, Miss Jennifer Gerber. Miss Jennifer Gerber is the health teacher here at Galway, but she also has been our advisor for the last year and a half. We had 2 other advisors, but they left in the middle of our junior year. We did not know what we were gonna do, but then Miss Gerber stepped up and became our advisor 5 months before prom. We had nothing ready. The only thing that was booked was the DJ and the venue, and we only booked the venue for 100 people. If you've never planned a prom, it's like planning a wedding, except for it's not just your day, it's everyone's day, so you have to care about 200 opinions. But Miss Gerber came up with amazing ideas and pulled everything together, and we had an awesome prom. This year, because of her, we had a ton of class participation in so many events, like our banner and our hallway, which we should have won, get real. We had great class trips to Lake Placid and Hershey Park, and Miss Gerber made it affordable for everyone. On top of being a great teacher and advisor, Miss Gerber is an overall amazing human being. She cares about everybody and just wants everyone to feel great about themselves. There aren't enough thank yous in the world to thank Miss Gerber enough for how much she turned around our class, but we're gonna try. We got you something if you wanna come up here. Burke. She's awesome.
Yoga mat, right in my heart. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so now the senior gift. Every year the seniors give a gift to the school. It's usually something that we feel is needed at the school. Last year, out at Eagle Landing, which is over by the high school parking lot where the beach volleyball court is, there were only 3 picnic tables to sit at and eat lunch. We noticed so many students had to sit on the ground to eat lunch outside. So we decided to donate a picnic table. One of our class officers, Connor Bradshaw, thought of the idea to make a hexagonal picnic table because it can fit 12 people on it instead of just 8. The picnic table was completely made by hand by Connor. Logan Ogden helped paint it, and Molly Wood did all of the yellow writing. It's right outside as you walk in and see, and if you 3 want to stand up, because you definitely deserve a round of applause, because it looks great. Yay! So we are donating a picnic table so everyone can sit with their friends and they will not forget us. Thank you.
Thank you, Caroline. And thank you to the class of 2016 for your table. And Connor, thank you for your hard work. It's absolutely beautiful. I saw it when I got here today. Really nice. Thank you. So now, it's my great honor to introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2016, Molly Wood.
Good morning. Libba Bray writes, "In each of us lie good and bad, light and dark, art and pain, choice and regret, cruelty and sacrifice. We are each of us our own chiaroscuro, our own bit of illusion fighting to emerge into something solid, something real. We've got to forgive ourselves that. I must remember to forgive myself, because there is a lot of gray to work with. No one can live in the light all the time." Now, we're all familiar with the balance that must be met between friends, family, and work. But life's vital yet delicate balance goes far beyond that. Throughout my own high school experience, I've had to discover the balance that works for me between my mental and physical health, between extracurriculars and academics. However, once I discovered this balance, it took me a long time to honor it and respect it, to honor and respect myself enough to put it into practice. And I'm sure most of my peers sitting on this stage today have also struggled to find a balance that works for them. And as their lives evolved, their priorities changed, and their circumstances altered, they had to take a little here and add a little there to even out the scales. Because just as life is fluid and ever-evolving, an individual's own balance is as well. But sometimes in life, there are external forces that temporarily take over. Call it a higher power, call it the universe, call it whatever you like. But the noise of everyday life, the hustling and bustling, can suddenly fall quiet. And sometimes the silence can become so deafening. Like the silence I experienced 2 Sundays ago when I read the horrific news of the Orlando shootings. This silence that lingered as I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled through the seemingly endless list of victims. The silence that persisted as I realized the true evil that walks this earth. But perhaps it is the deafening silence that allows us to find such comfort in the noise. In Stephanie Meyer's words, perhaps there can be no joy on this planet without an equal weight of pain to balance it out on some unknown scale. There is pain in this world brought on by the malice that exists in people's hearts. There is pain in this world brought on by the prejudicial hatred that people hold. There is pain in this world, but maybe that pain is needed. Maybe there is a fragile balance between good and bad in our lives, a balance that the universe fights to maintain, regardless of how much we sometimes don't want it to. The senseless violence of Orlando's mass shooting is still a fresh wound to our country. The sting we feel in our hearts still hurts. But perhaps what is more important than this is when this hurt is lessened, when this hurt is understood by our friends, by our neighbors, by strangers, when a community comes together to heal. And although brought together by tragedy, they stay together to heal, to accept the universe's balance, the yin and yang, the coexistence of light and dark. And as we, the class of 2016, move forward in our lives, it is also important to reach a balance in fear. Though we are filled with hope and excitement for this new chapter in our lives, we'd be lying if we said we weren't at least a little bit scared for what the future holds. But that's fine. Fear is an inevitable part of growing up. And during these formative years of high school, we were surrounded by familiar faces, a reliable support system, a definitive schedule every day. And leaving that behind is scary. But perhaps what is scarier is the stagnation that comes as a result of too much fear, of letting fear keep you frozen in time, halted before you've even began. We must not let this fear control our actions, our emotions, our path in life. However, too little fear in your life and you become complacent. You are perfectly content with less than what your potential can hold. You lack a certain drive to accomplish more, to reach out and achieve more. So, as my peers and I move forward today in our journey of reaching out and achieving more, we must keep the fire lit within ourselves. We must remain fearful of stagnation, of settling for less than what we want, what we dreamed of being when we walked through the doors on that first day of kindergarten. We must also find a balance and not let our fear of what is on the other side of the doors we will be walking out of today hold us back. So finally, before the rest of you doze off, I would like to congratulate my fellow graduates of the Galway class of 2016. Thank my parents, my teachers, my friends for their endless support, and share my most sincere best wishes as we part ways and venture on to the next chapter of our lives. And I will leave you all with this quote from my favorite dancing comedian, Ellen DeGeneres. My point is, life is about balance, the good and the bad, the highs and the lows, the piña and the colada. Thank you.
At this time, our chamber singers are going to join us, and here they come, and sing a song for the class of 2016.
I got my ticket for the long way round. 2 bottle whiskey for the way. And I sure would like some sweet company. And I'm leaving tomorrow, what do you say? When I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me somewhere. You're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I got my ticket for the long way round. Of you. It's got mountains, it's got rivers, it's got sights to give you shivers, but it sure would be prettier with you. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone, you're gonna miss me miss me when I'm gone.
When I'm gone.
When I'm gone. When I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair. You're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
Go Brit.
Go for it.
Do it again.
Is the amp on? Are we connected? Jacob, are we good?
That's a Cody question.
We're just gonna go for it. Everybody ready? Yeah.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. Unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life.
Thank you, chamber singers and Miss Booth and seniors. Great job. going to ask our presenters to come join me on stage. Our first presenter is PTSA President Nadine Dupree.
Thank you. PTSA would like to congratulate each and every one of you. It's been a pleasure to work with you, and as an employee and as a volunteer, we really appreciated all of your support and your happy faces all year long. So I would like to first present this year's valedictorian to Molly Wood. PTSA would like to also congratulate this year's salutatorian to Justin Hardcastle.
The Sean Robert Dickey Memorial Scholarship Fund is presented to someone that will be going into the field of art or graphic design. This year, the award is presented to Molly Wood.
Morning. Before I give the Lioness Awards, I just want to share with you that I know many of you, and it's been a special part of my life. I may have been your preschool teacher. I might have watched your games. I've heard a lot of wonderful concerts. So I wish you all the best. Follow your dream. Keep happy in your heart, and the best wishes to all of you. The class of 2016. The Galway Lioness Club believes that volunteerism is an important part of our community, and we try to instill in our children, and probably they help us with activities when they're very young through the years. This year, we're giving an award to a member of the graduating class for their outstanding community volunteerism, and that can be from grades 9 through 12 in a variety of different ways, inside the community, outside of the community, however you're volunteering. And this year, I am proud to present this award to a student that has given in many different ways and capacities and time through the 9 through 12 to Livia Bascom. The other award I'm presenting today is the Jackie Sprague Award. Jackie was a member of our Lioness Club for many years. Jackie also was a member of our school community. And in our school community, Jackie always wore a smile, always reached out with a hand to help and do anything she could do for fellow students and staff and people. Jackie also loved her animals and enjoyed doing what she does with her animals, you know, feeding animals, spending time with her animals. And this award is presented to a student for their love of animals. Keep Jackie in your heart, and this award today is presented to Rachel Sherman.
At Head Start for many, many years, and I've seen many of you from you were very tiny, and it was just a joy watching you all grow up. So, best of wishes.
So I have a few awards here that are on behalf of both of my grandparents. My grandfather was a former principal here at Galway Central High School. And this award, the Friends of Richard Lukaszowicz Award at Chuck's Store, is presented to a senior who, like him, has a compassion for others and has demonstrated community service. The student also has a great appreciation for music and has held leadership positions throughout their school years. Brittany Keller. This next award is also on behalf of my grandfather, and as a Well Love community member, he has an award for the Galway School and Community. It's presented to a senior who, like him, has a love and appreciation for music and a great ability to lead others. This award goes to Christopher Worcester. So this one is the Sue Lukaszowicz Galway Players Award, and it's actually being presented to two seniors who have made a contribution to theater, both Brittany Keller and Trudy Van Umeren.
Morning. The first award I'm going to be presenting is the Joseph Henry Honorary Award, and this is given to two seniors who have shown independence in achieving their educational goals. And this year, the award is given to Edward Hahn. And the Joseph Henry Honorary Award is also given to Zachary Herbs. The Joseph Henry Commemorative Honor is awarded to two seniors that have gained confidence in themselves during their school career. This award is given to Dakota Lee Numbers. And the Joseph Henry Commemorative Honor is also given to Vanessa Strebe. Eventually. Next up, I have the Joseph Henry Memorial Recognition, and this is awarded to two seniors that have valued their education and appreciate the support that Galway Central School District has given them. And the award goes to Zachary Bramer. And the Joseph Henry Memorial Recognition is also given to Dylan Ferguson. And my last award is the Laura Smith Chorus Award. And this is presented to the senior who has been most outstanding in chorus. And this year the award is going to Britt Keller.
Good morning. First, I would like to thank a few people for streaming live today. Graduation is streaming live on the web right now. And I'd like to thank former graduates Cody Izzo, Amy Engel, and Graham Northup, who always drop everything and come out to help, and also almost graduate Jacob Ernst and Mr. Darlington. So thank you. The Galway Teachers Association Scholarship Award is presented to the senior who has expressed an interest in teaching as a profession, has been accepted in a college, and has shown academic leadership based on achievement. And this year's recipient is Livia Bascom. The Richard Gray Memorial GTA Scholarship is awarded to the senior who plans on attending college and who, in the face of adversity, exemplifies dedication to hard work, compassion for others, and a positive attitude towards life. And this year's recipient is Molly Wood. The Robert and Mildred Eaton Memorial Award is given by their children in memory of their parents to the student who has shown continuous academic improvement and who demonstrates an active concern and respect for his or her environment. And this year's recipient is Luke Burgess. And last for me, the Sharon Rice Memorial Award is presented to a student who has exhibited personal growth during his or her years at Galway, someone who brings out the best in others without looking for any personal glory, a person who, like Mrs. Rice, was non-judgmental of others, a true friend. And this year's recipient is Trudy Van Omeren.
Good morning. I have two awards to present. The first, the Kurt B. Smith Memorial Award, goes to a student, like Kurt, realized the value of a high school diploma and made the decision to remain in school and graduate. Denise Barnes. Next, the Galway PTSA SAD Chapter Award is presented to the senior who has contributed to the concepts that SAD stands for, Students Helping Students. Violet Kennelly.
I'm Trevor Tripp. It's my privilege to award the following students. The Galway PTSA Joseph Henry Award is presented to the senior who has displayed the spirit of the scientific method. The award goes to Nicole Carey. The PTSA Healthcare Professions Award recognizes a student who plans to enter an institution of higher education learning to specialize in a field or area related to healthcare profession. The award goes to Rosalind Palazewski. The PTSA Attendance Award goes to a senior who has had the best attendance record during 13 years of school. The award goes to Jose Diaz. The Galway PTSA Albany City Lodge number 540 Knights of Pythias Achievement Award is presented by the Galway PTSA and the Albany City Lodge number 540 Knights of Pythias to a senior for extracurricular activities and community endeavors. This award goes to Dylan Ferguson.
Congratulations, graduates. The Mildred S. Kalankowitz Memorial Award is given to the senior student athlete who performs in an exemplary manner while representing Galway Central School on the field or court. The student, in the school's opinion, should have provided a real sense of motivation and spirit to all other student athletes. The recipient of this award is Laura Gardner. The PTSA Kathy Shaw Memorial Award is presented in loving memory of Kathy Shaw, who in her 23 years as a nursery school teacher in Galway touched the lives of countless children. This award is presented to a graduating senior who, like Kathy, shows a genuine love for children and will be pursuing a degree in education. This award is presented to Violet Kennelly.
It's my honor to present several awards this morning. The Student Senate Leadership Award is presented to the student that demonstrated school spirit and has taken the responsibility of leadership to promote a better student program. This year's recipient is Molly Wood. The Philip A. Soule Memorial Award is presented to a senior player excelling in varsity soccer. This year's recipient is Antoine Commission. The James R. Donnan Memorial Award goes to the senior exhibiting the same even-tempered behavior, win or lose, who shows leadership in the whole community, treating all people the same from all walks of life, and who communicates ideas well in a clear and articulate manner. This year's recipient is Luke Burgess. The Rosalie B. Eaton Memorial Award is presented to a deserving senior pursuing a college degree in the field of art, music, or drama. This year's recipient is Renee Rossi.
Okay, so I've given out maybe 1, 2, or 30 graduation awards and been to 30 or so. Rick Keller, that was the best historic ever. So I think we can all relate to that nap thing. Anyway, I have the Coach Good Memorial Soccer Award. It is given to a varsity soccer player who puts their whole heart into every single game. And it's a pleasure to give it to Caroline Conti. My next award is the PTSA Business Service Award. It's presented to the student who has taken a full range of business courses who attends to further his or her education in the business world by attending college in the fall. The recipient's name this year is Taylor Hartman. I also have the PTSA Greg Rockwood Memorial Award. It is given in memory of Coach Greg Rockwood to a student who, like Mr. Rockwood, exemplifies true interest in the spirit of technology. one who is always eager to learn, to create, and to build, and still has energy enough left to devote to family, school, and community activities. This year's recipient is Justin Hardcastle. The PTSA Mildred Follett Memorial Award is presented in fond memory of Mrs. Follett, who was a kindergarten teacher in our district for many years. This award is presented to the individual who has indicated an interest in working within a school setting and with young children. This year's recipient is Livia Bascom. The Greater Galway Volunteer Fire Department Scholarship Award was established in 2004 by Galway, Harmony Corners, Providence, and West Charlton volunteer fire departments to provide a benefit to volunteer firefighters and their families in recognition of their hard work and dedication to the community. This award is presented to a senior who plans to attend an accredited Institute of Higher Learning in the fall of 2016. They must be either a firefighter who's in good standing, one of the departments, or a parent, guardian, relative of one of the departments. This year's award is presented to Trudy Van Omeren. The PTSA Bonnie Burton Memorial Award is given in memory of Bonnie Burton, past president of the Galway PTSA and an aide for many years at the Galway Central School. This award is intended for a graduating senior whose spirit embodies a love of life reminiscent of Bonnie Burton. And this year is given to somebody who we very, very much love and we commonly call Trash Talking Trudy, Trudy Van Omeren.
The Boston Spa National Bank Scholarship Award is presented to a graduating senior continuing his or her education at a 2-year or 4-year school. The award is based on recognition of academic achievement in math, science, engineering, or business while demonstrating a commitment to community service. This award is presented to Zachary Clark. The Parish Memorial Awards are presented to 2 college-bound students who in 4 years of high school have consistently demonstrated the qualities of reliability, service, and diligence, and have reflected a wholesome attitude towards school and scholastic endeavors. This year's awards are presented to Brittany Keller and Nicole Carey. The Blue Shield Scholars Award is presented to a graduating senior who is pursuing studies in the health or life sciences and represents Blue Shield's core values: teamwork, integrity, passion, personal responsibility, excellence, and respect. This year's award goes to Caroline Conti. The PTSA American Citizenship Award is sponsored by the National Association of Secondary School Principals and is presented to a student who displays an understanding and appreciation of civic responsibility and exhibits a positive attitude towards classmates, school, and community. This award is presented to Logan Ogden. Spanfelder Scholarship Fund is given to a senior who demonstrates dedication to community service and academic standing, as suggested in the fund agreement. This award is presented to Violet Kennelly. The Fulton Montgomery Community College Foundation Scholarship is presented to a senior who has maintained a B average and will be attending FMCC in the fall. This award is presented to Brian Harrington. The PTSA Charles H. Field Award is presented to the senior nominated by the valedictorian and salutatorian of the class for having made outstanding progress during his or her high school years. This year's award is presented to Antoine Commission. The Richard Buffard Memorial Award is presented to the senior who accepts classmates for their good qualities, lends a hand of friendship and is supportive when someone is troubled, and treats his or her fellow human beings with respect. This award is voted on by the entire senior class. This year, the award is presented to Violet Kennelly. The PTSA School Volunteer Award is presented to the senior who has given his or her time and service to the school. This help is greatly needed and greatly appreciated. This award is presented to Livia Bascom. The Richard T. Harris Senior Memorial Award is presented in loving memory of Mr. Harris, a transportation department employee in our district for several years. This award is presented to the graduating senior who has demonstrated a desire to serve his or her community through their volunteer activities. This year, the award goes to Justin Hardcastle. The Nancy Harris Memorial Award is presented in loving memory of Mrs. Harris, a teacher's aide for many years at Galway Senior High School. This award is presented to a graduating senior who shares Mrs. Harris's love of children and/or animals. This year, the award goes to Caroline Conti. The School Alliance of Substitutes in Education Award is given to the son or daughter of a substitute teacher. This student will continue his or her education. We have 2 award winners this year. The first is Laura Gardner. Our second award winner for the School Alliance of Substitutes in Education Award, Tyler Lafreniere. the Adirondack School Counseling Association Award. This scholarship program was established by the counseling professionals of Warren, Washington, Saratoga, and Essex counties to provide aid to deserving seniors who plan to continue their education in a helping field. This award is presented to Haley Grogan. Congratulations to all our award winners. Each year, the students of the graduating class select a speaker who they feel has inspired, influenced, or significantly contributed to their education during their time here at Galway. This year, the class of 2016 selected Galway Junior Senior High School English teacher, Mrs. Kristen Ostrander.
Galway is a unique place, and I have been fortunate to teach here since the 1900s, as my son Luke would say, 1998 to be exact. I knew right from the start, after teaching at other schools in the area, that this was the place for me. I work with a group of highly skilled professionals, including some of the best friends I've ever had. After all these years, it's clear to me that one of the best features of Galway is the kids. Every class I've taught, every student I've had are very special to me, and this class is no exception. Whenever I speak with my mom, she usually asks, "How are your kids?" And I always answer, "They are amazing." This group of young people before you make me so proud. They have so many admirable traits and skills and strengths, and they are going to do wonderful things in this world. They do not judge. They recognize that everybody is different, and they embrace those differences. They give each other a safe space to be who they are, space to figure out their way through life. They are fiercely loyal, and they support each other. Through good times and bad, I have seen these people be there for each other. They are not just friends to each other, but family. They look for new adventures. It was a pleasure traveling with this group to Salem when they were juniors and watching them ride the waves on the schooner or stand up in the audience to be part of the Witch Trials play. They love to have fun. Jose and Antoine's dance moves entertained the crowd at the prom this year. In Lake Placid, the seniors all clambered up on the Zambonis for a picture, and we all lined up to try to beat Dylan's high score of shooting the puck, which we didn't. I think Devin came close. Then there was the crazy lunch group in my room every day who laughed and talked about everything from politics to superheroes. These seniors might not know how to park cars or properly dispose of their papers on the last day of school, but they do know how to have fun. They know how to work hard. This class can sell Smith's pies like you wouldn't believe, plan a memorable prom and senior trips, and work very hard through 4 years of high school to come to this moment today. They are talented. This group is comprised of gifted musicians, actors, singers, and writers. Their work has been published in literary magazines and online, and they have earned honors in the community and internationally for their music. They are strong. Some of the students in this class have faced very difficult times, and despite their youth, they have remained resilient and persevered. I admire them for their strength to go forward and to never give up. I want to thank all the seniors for all that they have taught me for inviting me into their lives and allowing me to be a small part of their life here in Galway. I wish you all a wonderful life filled with love and happiness. And when you face those challenges in your life, always remember that you are a Galway graduate and you will be successful in anything you choose to do. Congratulations to the class of 2016.
At this time, I'm asking Ms. Aldine, our Board of Education President, to join me on stage for the presentation of diplomas. Molly Elizabeth Wood. Justin Tyler Hardcastle. Luke Burgess. Trudy Marks Van Omeren. Laura Koskinen Gardner. Sarah Michelle LaRocca. Logan Michael Ogden. Rosalind Lawson Palzewski. Matthew Michael Zell. Christopher Harold Worcester. They all bring back to me, that's yours. Caroline Elizabeth Conti. Violet Alora Canelli. Antoine Drake Commission. Jose Luis Diaz. Connor Scott Bradshaw. Brittany Renee Keller. Denise Lynn Barnes. Kalia Morgan Barnes. Livia Rose Bascom. Ashley Michelle Flowers. Mark Bork. Zachary Tyler Bramer. Evan Andrew Carlson. Zachary Aaron Clark. Devin Aloysius Collins. Amber Nicole Decker. Jacob Andrew Ernst. Dylan Richard Ferguson. George Francis Flint. Mariana Shankata Franco. Eli Corinne Freeman. Ethan Francis Gray. Each year, the seniors give the principal a little something as they come across the stage, and this year they're handing me a puzzle piece, so I'm looking forward to putting together their puzzle. I think I know what it is, but thank you. Haley Marie Grogan. Edward Joseph Hahn. Brendan Robert Harrington. Brian Alton Harrington. Taylor John Hartman. Zachary James Joseph Herbs. Bridget Grace Horstman. Luke Anthony Hunter. Sarah Rose Hunter. Nicole Marie Carey. Tyler Jeffrey Lafreniere. Jeffrey Kyle Leithauser. Jonathan Michael Lewis. Dakota Lee Christine Numbers. Federico Runke. Renee Lynn Rossi. Hunter Michael Roy. Nathan Joseph Shees. Rachel May Sherman. Cody James Smith. Layla Lavana Thonis. Elizabeth Rose Topper. Jordan Thomas Van Warmer. Ty Olivia White. Willa Catherine Whitmore. Logan Paul Wieland. As principal of Galway Junior Senior High School, I certify the students receiving diplomas today have met the graduation requirements set forth by New York State. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the class of 2016. Please remain standing and join me in the singing of America the Beautiful in the Galway Central School Alma Mater.
your name.